Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your friendly neighborhood PM, here to give you your top 3 points of the week. Now, we are on the Friday before a 3-day weekend, so rather than listen to me ramble on, we're going to dive right in and get you on your way. So, at point number 3 was retail sales falling 0.8% in the month of January. Now, the declines were pretty widespread across the categories, but were primarily led from declines in auto dealers and building materials. Now, we continue to see kind of sustained weakness over this past month in the consumer, mostly because of harsher weather in the month of January, as well as that post-holiday hangover. At point number 2 is PPI data coming in a little bit hotter than expectations. Now, the jump up in that data did come from an increase in services, namely hospital outpatient care. Now, this continues to kind of show just how sticky inflation may be becoming, because we're seeing this now on the producer side as well. But as a result, we saw treasury yields spike up today as a result. Finally, on point number 1, keeping with the vein of inflation, it was core CPI data coming in at plus 0.4% for the month of January, above expectations of 0.3. So we didn't quite get to see this sustained moderation that consumers and investors continue to want to see, as well as the Fed. Now, a lot of that was driven by increases in shelter, which is one of the largest components of CPI. Namely, it was motel and hotel stays that really increased that number. So as that inflation remains relatively sticky, we're going to continue to see the prospect of rate cuts get pushed farther and farther out into the future. Now, those were your top 3 points of what happened this week. What are we looking forward to for next week? Well, next week, we're going to be focusing on the Fed meeting minutes, which is going to help probably give us a little bit more clarity as to why the Fed is so adamant about maybe pushing rate cuts to as early as May, and they were not nearly going to bring them out as soon as March. So we're trying to get some more clarity on that, and then we'll update you in kind next week. Now, that pretty much does it for this week's video. As always, if you have additional questions, read the written version of the Week in Review or reach out to your financial advisor. But either way, we hope you have a great long weekend. We'll see you at the same time next week. Thanks. Bye.